Susan Walls. I'm the librarian. I'm also a parent here. For funds, I'm often thinking of my own kids. Well, one of my kids now is in 8th grade, but he was here with me. And then I have a 2nd grader in Miss Applegate's class, Lewis. So I'm often, you know, I'm right in it. I'm here all day. I'm with the kids. I know a lot of the kids through just social things. I live here in town. So I'm really always trying to think of things that my kids would enjoy and are excited about. And of course, I love my job. I have, you know, the best job in school. So don't, you know, spread it around and want any competition for my job. But in the library, it kind of is a little bit of everything. I can relate to any part of the curriculum. I can touch on anything and make it work for the library, because what I'm trying to do is get kids to realize that this is a system. It's a system that helps you understand other systems and access to knowledge. Knowledge is power, information is power. So that's really the root of what I do every day. So yeah, I'm always asking the PTO for money, and I guess I shouldn't feel embarrassed about that, because I'm a parent here too. We do good things. Again, in the library, it's the K through 6 library. I see all the kids so that I can provide programming that affects the most kids. So I really want to thank you for helping me and supporting the library. One of my newest efforts that started last year was the Caldecott Club. This is for now 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. I have 53 kids this year. It's an after-school club. We look at the books that are eligible for the Caldecott Medal, which is for illustrations in a children's picture book. And this year, the PGO provided me with 53 picture books for kids to look at. And those are the books that are on the tables back there. They're also pictured on the poster board back there. So what kids are doing with these books is they're learning how in the American Library Association, how the committee decides what gets the Caldecott. This connects to my curriculum. It also helps kids to be able to talk about picture books and evaluating picture books, which helps them have a structure to move forward to evaluate all kinds of literature. So their job today and yesterday when we had Caldecott Club is to do book battles, which is what's on the table there. They take like books, and then they decide which book moves forward to go on the voting ballot, so that they can vote for 1, what they think will win the Caldecott, but 2, which is what's going to win the Wildwood Best for 2019. That's a little bit different, because we don't follow the Caldecott criteria. We follow the criteria that we determine to be the most important, which oftentimes does the story appeal to kids turns into, is the story funny? So, I mean, it's their medal, right? They decide. I don't vote, no teachers vote, it's only kids, which they like because there's some justice in that. The Caldecott medal is decided by all adults, and it's a book for children. So they kind of feel that that's very unjust, and I do too, that no kids are on that committee. So this is their way to, there's an evaluation tool they're looking at and grading things, and they're talking with friends, and they're moving things forward. So it's truly a democracy, and they're learning how to evaluate things. Our number 1 cardinal rule is you do not yuck someone's yum. So we're not talking about things we don't like. We're only moving forward with things we do like. So I think that's the first step in developing a criteria. So thank you, 53 books. That was really helpful to me, because I should buy some nonfiction books too. Some of the Caldecott books are nonfiction, but most of them are fiction. The other way that the PGO has helped me immensely is by funding visiting authors. And this is so important, because this reaches a large swath of kids so that they can understand an author's body of work, an illustrator's body of work, and also see themselves as possibly going into that profession. So many of our visiting authors, this was our first team, a mother-daughter team, and this is a very local author, Molly Burnham. She was writing chapter books and was part of our Massachusetts Children's Book Award winners, which is for kids from 4th to 6th grade. What I'm always trying to do is more diverse authors and illustrators, and oftentimes an illustrator or author who is published and has many books out can cost upward of $1,000 for a one-day visit, and that we're talking like really big groups of kids. So we're really lucky to get Lisa Bunker. She's a transgender author, and she was just actually elected to the New Hampshire state senate. She is now a state senator. She was just newly in that new class. So she came and talked to our sixth graders about this groundbreaking book that featured gender fluid characters, more than one. So that was a really awesome experience. Thanks to the PGO, I was also able to buy several copies of the book so that sixth graders could read it before they met her, and it was a super powerful experience for a lot of our students. Now this is our latest. This is not something I'm asking direct funds for at this point. This is a field trip, but the PGO supports our field trips. You guys have a whole field trip line. This is our latest endeavor. 5th grade students who are studying the Coretta Scott King Award, the Illustrator Award, which is given to an illustrator of color writing about the Black experience. This is an exhibit that started in Abilene, Texas, and is now at the Eric Carle Museum. And if you ever go to the Eric Carle Museum, this is a great time to go. It ends at the end of this month. So the Illustrator Awards are featuring the illustrators of these books. That award too will be announced on January 29th, like the Caldecott will be, the new one. But past winners are all featured there, and this, like Faith Reingold and the quilt from Tar Beach is there. Javaka Steptoe's huge installation made out of wood that is about Jean-Michel Basquiat's life, called Radiant Child, that won 2 years ago, is featured there. So my 5th graders are currently studying these artists in our arts integration block on Wednesday morning, and 10 of them will join us, and they will be the docents in the gallery that will teach the 2nd graders about the artwork they're looking at. So this is huge. I mean, it wouldn't be possible without the PGO to take a field trip like this. So we're super fortunate. So those are just a couple of the things that I can thank you for. And I do sincerely appreciate the support of the PGO. I feel very supported by the community, the Wildwood community, but especially the PGO. I always feel like you're willing to work with me and help me figure out a way to make our wild ideas come true. So thank you very much.